Man, it is a hot afternoon, and got home a little bit early. We have a couple lambs that need to go to the processor, and got to get them loaded up and get them delivered. First thing I got to do is get this water tank unhooked, get the trailer mover hooked up, get the trailer on, and get ready to roll. So I need to be out of here pretty soon. Hopefully this will go reasonably smooth. What I got to do right now, I'm going to open up the backfield again. It's been a while since they've been back there, and I'm hoping that that'll be enough of a distraction to get the breeders out of the way, because I have to pull in through there to get to the load up. Hey, Daff. Lord, Daff is getting old. Don't hurt each other. No, you will. There you go. All right. There they go. Yep, tear the fence down and everything else. You know, they got to be first one. It ain't that bad, guys. So while they're distracted with that, I'm going to get set up to load out the other ones. I'm hoping this loadout goes pretty smooth, because I am by myself, and that's usually when things go wrong. Took a squeeze or two, but I think I got pretty stinking close, don't you? Look at that. Took all that out of me. Okay, you're good. You're good. It's like, wait a minute. I'm not good. He says, fruit or no, I'm trapped in here. That's not good. That honestly wound up not being near as hard as I thought it would be. Just because it wasn't too long ago that they loaded up like that, and they wound up getting their feet trimmed and blah blah blah, you know, all that stuff they hate, and they still had that fresh on their mind. But I do need to pull up a little bit, latch that back gate, because I'm always very paranoid. Double check that side door. All good. Close this up if I can. Now if I can get out as easy as I got in without taking something with me, that's always the hard part. Hey, look at there. Alright, so get this cranked down a bit. It is another brutally hot day. Heat index right now about 102, 103, something like that. And it's not as hot as it's going to be. It's so hot this afternoon that the cows are not really sure they want to come out of the shade to eat. I can't say I blame them, but if they decide to, it's here. The only two that have ventured have been Pebbles and her calf to the water tank. They still ain't been far enough to actually see that there is feed up there, but there is. Come on! Jayla's going to stand down there and holler, but she ain't going to come out in the sun to eat. Roxy still can't decide what she's going to do. She gets closer and closer, then she keeps backing up into the shade. Well, come on! So I'm going to do what I do and go back to the house. Y'all can decide what you want to do. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to kind of sort of get this ready to hook up the sprayer. It uses a different connection. So I'm going to take this out. So the other hookup is on the truck where I already have the sprayer hooked up. Just now going to be able to start getting some spray put out. The wind has finally died down. A lot of times around here it'll die out in the evening, so we can get maybe at least this one pasture done. There we go. It did well. So I may go ahead and fill with water for tomorrow in that backfield. Well, actually I need to check and make sure what the acreage is back there. Well, as you can see, it's another windy day. Last night all I was able to get finished really was the that one field, just mainly because there was a bit of a time there that I was pretty much just kind of trying to figure out the sprayer, getting it set, because that's the downside of using a rental sprayer, is that a lot of times other people have rented it and they've tweaked this and tweaked that for different things and different purposes, and it takes a little bit to reset it, of course, closer to where it's really supposed to be. According to the forecast, the wind should lie down about 5 o'clock or so this evening. So I'm going to have the water in the tank, then I can just add the chemical turn on the agitator, let it agitate for a minute, and then from there I can start spraying. So according to my calculations, the next field that I'm going to get, I got my little notepad here, the next field I'm going to get is just right at 3 acres. So I would actually only need about 46 gallons of water and 60 ounces of chemical. So we may push that to 50, and then the 60 ounces of chemical. Well, you watch the row croppers, they'll often go back and crop check, see how things are looking. So I wanted to check out this pen, the field that I sprayed last night, since a lot of the goat weed out here was in a pretty young stage, and I wanted to see if I could tell if it had already started turning. I can tell a little strip or two that I missed, like that one right there, and right here, missed a little bit there. But for the most part, since what I was spraying last night is young, it's already started yellowing a bit. Let me get up here where you can really tell. Let's see. That's starting to yellow some. I have a GPS program that I could use to make sure I'm getting the coverage, but the only problem with it is that I've got it on my main phone, my mobile phone, and I don't like bringing it to the farm. Too many things, I've seen too many phones have issues after farm visits, if you know what I'm saying. Never be seen again, stuff like that. Well, so much for the wind forecast. The wind still hasn't laid like it was supposed to by now, so I had to be a little bit more cautious to make sure I didn't get blowback on me. And now I'm concerned that I may not be able to get all of it before we have to stop so I can feed tonight. Plus I got to get water for the cows again for, I don't know,